Hello everyone, this is Audiophiles for Audiophiles, episode 3. And we just had the genius idea of drinking some water while we drink so our throats don't get all tired out.
Yeah.
A fun little tidbit, this is third episode we've done today, and this is the third episode we've done ever. We're done 3 episodes in one day now.
Yeah, basically.
We just decided to keep going.
We're just kind of hanging out and just talking about music, talking about concerts, just talking about just fun stuff. So if you want to hang out and listen with us, then
yeah, we're all about
sit back and enjoy.
Just sitting back about that good music.
By the way, I'm Mike.
I'm Adam.
And I'm Sean.
Yep,
So
and
here we go.
yeah, we're just here to explore some music with you.
All right.
Today is
So,
a very
this
episode's
episode's gonna be very funny.
It'll
It's
be
very
interesting.
humorous.
So what are we talking about today, guys?
Adam, what are we talking about?
Oh, we are talking about my all-time favorite
Genre?
Is it really?
death metal
Is it? Oh.
and all of
Ooh.
its subsidiaries.
Yeah, I
Death
I
metal
don't
is a
know.
very controversial genre of music, isn't it, gentlemen?
it is.
To say the least. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the name would imply it being a little bit.
I wonder where that
Yeah,
originated
seriously,
from.
who came up with that?
Yeah, death metal. Like
Yeah.
why?
I mean, we didn't do
I mean,
research
I'm
on
sure
this.
it was probably some like older person that listened to it and was like, this just sounds like death. This sounds like someone dying.
That
Some
could be,
old guy
like,
named
if someone if someone was credited.
This is death.
Yeah, this is death metal.
This is what I'm going through right now.
Or
I don't
somebody in a nursing home had a heart attack from it, and then they therefore.
Yeah.
needed it.
I
I hope
actually-
not. That's pretty gruesome.
Yeah, that's pretty.
But
That's pretty
I'm
terrible.
sure the people. I'm sure some of the artists in death metal would.
Yeah, they'd write a song about that.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. So
Actually, I think there was a band. There was a band called Death.
Really?
Yeah, back in like the '90s, I think. But there was this their guitar player for Death, Chuck. I forgot his name.
Chucky,
Chuck.
like the little doll.
No. Chuck, their guitar player, was very influential in starting like the whole like death metal scene.
okay.
So I think death metal.
Yeah, I
like,
don't even know when that started.
Yeah, I've heard
I
of
haven't done
Like,
research on the specifics
yeah,
of
there's
this
a-
because I'm not huge into
Yeah,
it, to be
no,
honest.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of great. There's like a lot of like soloing and lots of like all the characteristics of death metal
Yeah.
came from this band
Stem
called
from
Death.
Okay.
So I think that's the origins that I know of. I mean, if there's other origins, so,
That sounds
yeah.
legit.
I'm not
yeah,
very
you-
informed. of
You
this
guys,
genre.
our audience, if you're out there,
If you're out there,
I hope maybe one
The one
day
person
you'll listen
we're-
to us.
if you're that one
But,
person who's listening to us,
You guys
go
can
for
chime
it.
in to our email. Oh, guys, what are we going to call our email? We haven't set this
Yeah,
up
we
yet.
haven't made an
What?
ement.
audioforaudio@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Okay,
Is that
that's
good?
good. Yeah, so
Okay,
just
we
email.
just decided. Email audioforaudio@gmail.com. If you know anything more about the origins of death metal,
Or if
feel
you just
free
want
to
to give
email.
us a shout out and be like, hey,
Yeah.
I love death metal, so
Or if you have
Hit us up.
any song suggestions,
yeah.
let us know at audioforaudio@gmail.com.
Yes, definitely.
So,
But getting back to death metal, some of the stuff that
Yeah, what's your opinion on it,
has
guys?
been coming out there, I'm not a fan of death
Not a
metal.
fan?
I don't find any sort of redeeming qualities of it. I mean, I'm not gonna say that people shouldn't listen to it. I'm not gonna try and be a moralist and say like it's gonna corrupt our youth and like all
No,
sorts of
don't be
shit
that
like
person.
No,
I
I
hate it when
wouldn't.
people
I'd never
say
be
that
that
shit.
person. But like, just for me personally, I don't find anything redeeming in it to listen to. So like, I don't really listen to.
Yeah, I
much
can't
of it.
really get much.
I only
out of
listen
it.
to stuff ironically, like
yeah,
not-
exactly.
just like ironically, and
I
like a
feel
lot
like-
of the parody stuff I find really funny.
I feel like that's what almost got me into metal in the first place, is because like I've always been this shorter like kid, just no one would ever expect me to be listening to like metal and that kind of stuff. I'm just like the clean cat, nice kid who never says anything
Aw.
or does anything outrageous. And then
Come on,
the,
Mike.
the
I know
idea,
you're crazy
the
inside.
idea that I'm listening to like metal and people don't
Yeah.
think that, it's almost extremely hilarious to me.
Yeah, it's
but I
very
mean-
humorous.
I mean, yeah, the metal genre, there's a lot of bands in that genre that I like, but as far as death metal, I could never get into death metal. It's way too...
Extreme.
I just can't take
Ugh,
it seriously.
I don't know. I can't take it seriously
I
either.
feel like death metal bands, they don't take themselves like seriously. I
Oh.
don't think they're. I don't. Well,
Some
Cannibal Corpse.
Cannibal.
Well, that's the thing. There was
like-
that one interview, and they're like, "We don't condone any of this stuff in our lyrics, obviously."
Yeah, we're just doing it just because, like, I don't know, shock
only thing-
value or
yeah.
something.
The only thing that concerns me is that if there's fans out there that take it seriously, that's pretty scary.
Yeah, that is very scary. I think they just do it just because. I mean,
For
why
the-
not? They
for
just
the
want to be.
lulz?
Yeah, for the lulz. For the lulz.
And
Just-
it's
wanna be
kind of
over the
funny
top.
in that, because when we went to, me and Sean, we went to Mayhem Fest a few weeks ago.
2013.
2013 at the DTE, and
It was excellent.
there was that one band Amon Amarth. They're from like Sweden or something, like
Yeah.
this Viking
it's
like death
Swedish
metal band.
Viking like pirate death
And
metal.
like I've
Wrap
never
your head
listened to
around that.
them. I didn't know what to expect. They just come out and they're like, hello Detroit Rock City, we're in Monomarth, and this one's Deceiver of the Gods. Like,
Yeah.
I don't even know what happened. I can't recreate that
But
with
it was
my
very,
mouth.
it was very.
But I just
yeah,
burst out
lull-worthy.
laughing
I
as
was
soon as that happened.
laughing so hard.
I was just laughing because
the guy's drum
made me
set
laugh.
was on a pirate ship in the center of the stage.
Yeah.
With a dragon head rising above with glowing
Like,
eyes.
it's
I mean, you
pretty
can't
ridiculous.
beat a pirate ship drum set.
I know.
I don't care what band you are. But yeah, getting back on track though, yeah, we saw him on a Mamfest, but death metal in itself, I mean, I think there's a lot of death metal bands out there, but the one that's definitely most controversial, the one that people know, the one that's banned in like the majority of the world, is a band called Cannibal Corpse. And what's your guys' opinion on Cannibal Corpse? It's just it's American death metal.
Never, ever, ever. Because when you listen to the songs,
Fine.
you can't really hear the lyrics all that much.
No.
Never, ever, ever. I
Look
can't
up the
stress this
lyrics.
enough. Look up the lyrics.
Right.
Oh,
Just don't
it's
do it.
horrifying.
Save
I
yourself
did-
the trouble.
I've done it.
It's really disturbing. Basically,
very
they
disturbing.
just if
just
you look
stuff
up the
that
lyrics,
will gross you out. Just like
thinks about like raping dead babies.
I mean,
I don't even want to
the
go
names,
into it.
The names of the songs themselves, like "I Come Blood," that should be enough to tell you, like, I shouldn't listen. Like, I shouldn't read the rest of these lyrics.
You can
Yeah,
listen
I-
to the
I
If
would
I'm a
never
little
read
bit
a
queasy,
song.
yeah, because you will find yourself
Yeah.
like, worshiping the porcelain god, hunched over the toilet.
Yeah, I would never
It's-
want to worship the porcelain. I mean,
No, it's
there's a lot of song titles that I can think of off the top of
horrible.
my head, but I just feel like a horrible human being just
Even
saying
repeating them,
Oh,
I
yeah,
know.
repeating them, just reading it, you
Yeah.
feel so awful
So
about
we-
yourself.
we have so many-
Necropedophile, that's a song. Like necrophilia, pedophilia. Like
Yeah.
if you know what both of those things are, I'm sure like a lot of you people
can
do.
put two and two
Yeah,
together.
put those two together, then you
it's not
find out
good.
what the song's about.
But yeah, that's
It's
fun.
pretty
I
awful.
mean,
So
it's bad.
I think they're just meant to be really, really, really extreme and over the top.
I
mean,
mean,
if you-
we'll give you a little clip, just
A 5-second clip?
a 5-second clip,
5
just so
seconds.
you
Of
can
Cannibal Corpse.
understand what Cannibal Corpse really is.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
I didn't play it for you guys live, but I mean, you can imagine what that would have sounded like because I've listened to a
It's
song or
miserable.
two of them, and I can't get into that kind of music, but still. I mean,
I know what. Yeah.
that's a
Go
big
ahead.
joke around us with just the
Cannibal
band
Corpse.
Cannibal Corpse. We always joke about it. And
It's
the funniest,
funny.
I know, and the funniest thing is, I was on YouTube the other day, just
Oh,
looking up
yeah.
albums and stuff, and all of a sudden I see something on the side that's another band. I thought it said Cannibal Corpse. I looked at it more closely. It says Cannabis Corpse, and it's a death metal, marijuana themed death metal band called Cannabis Corpse, and all their song titles are parodies of Cannibal Corpse songs, but based around weed. And that just made me laugh so hard.
That's beautiful. It really is.
I don't know what else to say about that.
Yeah.
They're just crazy. Well, did you want to talk about a couple of the other death metal bands that are out there? They're also kind of parody bands.
Right,
Parody
one
bands.
one of these that
It's really just hardcore, aggressive.
One-
just
yeah,
just aggressive.
one band
Lots
like
of
this.
growling
They're
and Satan stuff.
they're almost like a parody of death metal. It actually stems from the show on Cartoon Network on Adult Swim called Metalocalypse. I found this through Netflix. I saw it was on Netflix. I just started watching it because it's an animated show about a metal band. I thought, oh, this might be hilarious. And it actually is a pretty funny show, but it's hilarious because there's one guy behind it all who does all the music for it and stuff, and he actually writes and produces all the songs for the show and does like full albums too for the band Death Clock, which is the band in the show. And when they do concerts too, the awesome thing is they have like a screen behind them that'll play animated clips of the band from the TV show, like playing, or like a music video of them
It's kind
doing
of a-
stuff
Yeah.
as they're playing live.
Innovative idea.
Which is,
like,
that's pretty
yeah.
interesting. I like that. I think that's cool.
Yeah.
And I mean, with this band, it's really hilarious to me because you look up the lyrics and stuff, and they just like do it over the top. Like they have a song called "Blood Recuted" about a guy who
How do you come up with that stuff?
it's about a guy who runs into the forest, is running from the cops, and he's bleeding, and he goes, "How am I gonna get out of this? Oh, if I find an outlet, I can use this pool of my blood to trap them in it, plug it into the outlet, and electrocute them with my blood." Like, it's just insane. Like, what they're doing is like a parody of it, obviously doing it over the top like that, and I just find that hilarious with Blood Recuted.
That's unbelievable. Just how people can come up with that sort of thing.
Yeah, I don't
is beyond
know.
me. And like, I don't know.
It's very humorous. I know I've said that a lot,
The
but
parody stuff, like, we can laugh and get our enjoyment from, but, like, the fact that these parodies actually stem from something that is fairly serious.
But Cannibal Corpse, the guys in Cannibal Corpse, to say they don't condone any of the killing and the raping and all that stuff that they describe in their music.
As long as you don't do anything like that,
Yeah.
I
can't speak for any of the other death metal bands out there.
I won't get mad at you for like liking that kind of music. That's no problem. And
you can
listen
like
whatever
the
you
hell
want
you want to.
Just don't don't do anything in the lyrics, please. That's horrible.
Yeah, we don't condone the violent behavior.
No. What was that other band
Yeah,
I was talking about
mention
earlier?
some,
I
terrifying
think
band.
it rhymes with
Anal
Runt.
Yeah,
It
anal,
rhymes with runt. Oh, I can't even say the name.
Anal runt.
I don't even want to
rhymes
think.
with runt.
I don't even want to think about it. The idea of this band, and I don't know. I don't know where I found them. Honestly, I don't know how I came across this band. Someone may have.
Part of YouTube.
Someone may have. Yeah, weird part of YouTube. I don't know, but anyway, this band
It was
somehow
obviously made to be offensive.
somehow I heard of them. Yeah, I looked at them on Wikipedia just to see what they were.
Yeah, was there anything on Wikipedia, by the way?
There was, and
I'm about to look it up right now. Where's my phone?
I wanted to see, like, is this band a joke? Is it for
how's my
real?
phone?
And from what I could see, it didn't say anything like, none of them confirmed that it was a joke.
No, it's right
But I'm 100% convinced it has to be a joke. Because there's no way you can make this kind of music and have it just be considered normal. And anyway, especially with that name. And the names of their songs, some of the names.
Just read off a few names.
I don't even
Mike.
want to read some of them. Okay. I can't read that one. Some of them aren't really that offensive names songs. I know there's something about Hitler in one of them.
The name of the song is Hitler Had a Point.
Probably
Lots
something
of
like
yeah,
that.
lots of pig
All our fans
squealing
are
and-
gay. All our fans are gay is one of the names of their songs. One of them is Limp Bizkit thinks they're black, but they're just gay.
What?
Another one
That's
is
genius.
the name of this song is "You're Too Ugly to Rape, So I Beat the Shit Out of You." Like what? That's awful. What are these people? Here's a clip of the song. I'm gonna play this live.
Yeah, this is live, so.
And that
Okay.
Turn
it off.
honestly, that's better than some of the other ones. Here, this one is like
Just play another random one. This
First-
is live
first
too.
demo.
I've never heard any of these.
what? What is that?
It's just an explosion of sound.
Yeah, I can't even.
Do they like
Shake my
actually
head
sell albums?
Dejectedly here.
No,
Yeah, I can't even.
I don't know.
This is
So
hilarious.
that has to be a joke, right?
That's
That
not even
can't be
death
real.
metal. Like, there's no growls or like any kind of like pig squealing, like the traditional
No.
death metal
The
characteristics.
the
It's just loud
funniest thing-
noise.
This is one of the reasons it has to be a joke. They have one album that's totally out of the blue. It's called Picnic of Love. Okay.
Sounds like a really bad like romance
Yeah,
movie.
and I thought I thought first this can't be the same band, right? Like it has to be some kind of typo. But it's actually the same band. I looked it up. This is the same band. What? It's like acoustic.
There's actually a melody going on.
Yeah. And then the singing's just awful. Like, what is that?
Dude, I'm dying right now.
And that song's called
I
Picnic
can't
of
breathe.
Love. And then the rest of the songs on this album, Picnic of Love, this one is titled "I Respect Your Feelings as a Woman and a Friend." I want to grow old with you. Saving ourselves for marriage. Greed is something that we don't need.
Is this a concept album?
I don't know. Like,
Is there some kind of cohesiveness or like narrative going through here?
I've never had the patience to listen to it. Like, it's decent acoustic guitar, and then horrible singing.
Turn it off before my
I
brain
can't.
goes numb.
Oh
I
my
know.
god.
I'm looking
So-
them up at Wikipedia right now.
Okay.
That band is unbelievable. I can't even handle it.
Yeah, I mean that's not really death metal, but it's just. I mean, where else are we gonna talk about
It's just
anal
crazy, yeah.
runt?
Anal runt.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, I think that's about as much death metal
I have
as we
nothing
can
else to
handle
say.
today.
Yeah, I have
Yeah.
nothing to say. It's just a genre of music that just.
I don't listen to it personally, but if you do, good for
Man,
you.
all the power
if
to you,
like
man.
it.
I can't.
Yeah, I can't handle more than that amount.
We need to maybe bring in someone that does, like, we need to have guests No.
who like
Yeah,
this
we'll
kind of
figure that
music.
out.
Does
Guest
Rachel
stars
like death
eventually.
metal?
No, not for this podcast. Just
Oh.
saying.
Just
Eventually,
But-
maybe we'll bring in a guest.
Yeah.
yeah, but
Get some pig squealing in there.
anyway,
Some pig squealing guests.
Of
Guest
course.
musicians.
Well,
we can do that.
we'll
Mhm.
probably
Any new bands you guys want to talk about?
Oh,
Add a
yeah,
new
we'll
song.
Adam.
get over to that. You want me to start off?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
You always start it off. It's your house.
Another band I've been listening to recently, absolutely phenomenal. The farthest thing you can probably get from death metal at this point is it's a artist called Ben Howard. He's from England. He's 24 now. He's got one studio album and like two EPs.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, we were talking our first podcast a little bit, just briefly about people reinventing the guitar, and honestly, like I do not hesitate to say that this guy is pushing so many boundaries with what you can do with the guitar as an instrument. He's just absolutely phenomenal. He does all sorts of like percussive effects on the body of the guitar while he's playing. All sorts of very interesting, unique tunings.
Mm-hmm.
Just everything he does, the melodies, he pushes so many boundaries. And the great thing about the band is it's a three-piece. He's on guitar and he sings, and then he has two percussionists. One's male, one's female. The guy will either play the drums or the bass, and occasionally both at the same time. And the girl will play either the drums or the cello. And so basically every song is so unique because they have such this broad range that they can all play live. And so it gives them like just an unbelievable feel. If you want to listen to a great song by them, look up The Fear. It's beautiful. The lyrics are so poetic.
Gotta love it.
That's awesome.
Fantastic,
Yeah.
fantastic.
So I just been looking through my Spotify trying to find an artist off the cuff that I've been listening to. I found someone. I'm gonna stick along the lines of metal for this podcast. Not anything like death metal. There's a little screaming, of course.
Screaming.
But not a lot. I feel like it's much more melodic. And this band, they're very, very progressive, very just all over the place with the guitar. They're called Protest the Hero. I found them.
I've never heard of them.
I found them a while ago. I really enjoyed them just for the progressive aspect, and the guitar work is just incredible. I don't know how they come up with it. It's just so many time changes and just all over the place kind of stuff. If you guys don't mind, I think maybe we'll close with this one after Sean talks about someone if he wants to.
No, yeah, go right ahead.
Just to keep with the metal theme a little bit.
Do I have to keep within the metal theme with my artists
No.
I've been listening? Oh, I don't have
Whatever
to
you
at
want.
all.
Whatever you want.
Really?
I just wanted to stick with this
Oh.
just to say,
Okay.
so we don't have all indie
I mean,
artists.
it's not a new artist, but he's been around since like 2005. But I think Jason Mraz's album.
Mm-hmm.
You can call me gay or whatever, but
I
Jason
won't.
Mraz.
No.
Jason Mraz's 2012 album that came out spring of last year is excellent. I've been listening to it a lot. It's a great summer album. Like it's got a lot of great uplifting poppy kind of songs, but there's a lot of great acoustic guitar work. And there's a lot of I'm a sucker for saxophone. If you guys don't know, like I love
Oh,
saxophone.
God, the
Oh, you do too?
saxophone.
Okay, awesome.
I can't deny it's
yeah.
good.
Saxophone is probably like my favorite instrument, other than like the piano. But there's lots of great sax work. There's lots of interesting directions. Jason's latest album, it's called "Love Is a Four-Letter Word." There's lots of there's some sappy love songs on there too, but there's a lot of catchy stuff. Lots of there's actually a complete jazz like breakdown. It's called
really?
5/6.
Huh.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
It's incredible. Yeah, there's lots of like shuffling and just. You gotta check it out. It's a great album. Been listening to it a lot. So Jason
Yeah,
Mraz's.
I mean,
Love Is a Four-Letter Word.
I think I need to listen to more Jason Mraz.
Oh, it's
probably.
very
Because
peaceful.
I mean, I
Along
know
the
some of
lines
his
of, like-
hits, but other than that, I really
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
listen.
People
he's
just
good.
listen. Yeah, people know the hits, but I say
Yeah,
screw that bullshit. I mean,
You
but
know,
like,
actually listen to like his
Yeah.
his message and stuff. It's great. He's a great guy. Want to hang
Yeah.
out with him someday.
like for me with the thing
Jason's
with
my
metal
man.
is like I like the aspects of the guitar just being really unique and
Yeah.
is like the soloing kind of stuff.
Being at the
And like
forefront.
for me, just going back to our topic of death metal, like I feel like when I listen to that, it's not the same thing with the guitar, and it's just a lot of chugging, heavy, like
Just
drop C,
yeah.
like just
Doesn't
repetitive.
speak to you, Mike? It doesn't speak to you?
Just
Come
repetitive
on.
chugging guitar, and
There's-
I can't even get into the guitar. Like even if I could get past the screaming, I can't get into the guitar either.
The songs
Yeah, I
never
see.
feel unique.
Yeah,
That's what's
they
really
don't.
the biggest thing.
And
That's Adam's biggest thing, yeah.
and that's
Unique.
why I
think
like
that'd be
this
unique.
Protest the Hero, because it is so unique, and the guitar is so unique. I mean, maybe not the tone or the sound, but like just the riffs. They're just relentless with the riffs, and
Oh,
there's so many different pieces to each song that I can't believe they remember how to play it live, because it's not like one riff throughout the song. It's like
Right,
they keep
right.
changing it up, and that's what I love. So I'm gonna play this song. It's called Blood Meat from their album Fortress from 2008, and we're gonna close with that.
But thanks again for listening to us rant a little bit about death metal and whatnot.
Yeah.
And,
Hopefully it was enjoyable and not too
Yeah.
stressful.
Yeah, I mean, death metal can be a little bit of a touchy subject for people, but
Yeah.
you know, we just wanted to make sure people have it on their radar because there's all sorts of music out there.
Yeah, we want
Yeah.
to cover every ground we
Wanna-
can.
Whether for positive or the negative.
Non-biased, right.
Well, not
Yeah,
necessarily
no,
non-biased.
we shared our opinions here.
Yeah.
but
I'm
yeah.
just kidding.
Anyway, so thanks again for listening. This has been Audiophiles for Audiophiles. I'm Adam.
I'm Mike
And I'm Sean.
Don't forget, you can email us at audioforaudio
at
at
gmail.com.
gmail.com. And
Thanks for listening.
Peace. Get more water.